Students, today we are going to talk about hepatitis B, C, D, and G viruses. So let's start with the aims and objective. At the end of this theory class, student should able to understand about the features of hepatitis viruses D, B, C, and G, morphology of hepatitis viruses. We should able to understand about the viral markers of hepatitis B virus, antigens and their properties of hepatitis B virus, transmission of all the hepatitis viruses B, C, D, G, epidemiology, clinical manifestations, laboratory diagnosis, treatment, and prophylaxis. So, to start with introduction about hepatitis, hepatitis are a heterogeneous group of viruses that are taxonomically diverse. Diverse means they are different, and they each virus belongs to a different family. They are not belonging to a particular family. All are hepatotropic, causing acute inflammation of liver, producing identical histopathological lesions and similar clinical illness such as fever, nausea, vomiting, and jaundice. So, hepatitis means inflammation of the liver. What hepatitis means? It is an inflammation of liver and damage to the liver. Etiological agents that can cause hepatitis includes non-infectious multisystem conditions and drug toxicity as well as infectious agents. Infectious agents that includes viruses as well as bacteria which are less often involved. Example is Leptospira responsible for causing hepatitis liver damage. So hepatitis has a broad spectrum of illness ranging from asymptomatic infections to symptomatics, such as it can cause malaise, general feeling of being unwell, anorexia, loss of appetite, nausea, feeling of vomiting, abdominal pain, jaundice when there is excess bilirubin in the blood, and it can range up to a life-threatening liver failure, which is very rare. Jaundice is a clinical term for yellowing tinge of skin and sclera and mucous membrane. This results in liver cell damage in which liver cannot transport bilirubin into bile, causing increased bilirubin levels in the body fluids. More than half or more liver cells must be damaged before liver fails to function. Regeneration of liver cell is rapid but fibrous repair, especially when infection persists, and can lead to permanent damage called cirrhosis. Viral hepatitis is a multisystemic disease. Target organ is liver, divided into six types A, B, C, D, E, and G. F is a mutant known as transfusion associated hepatitis or HBx, which is a mutant of hepatitis B virus. All hepatitis viruses have nucleic acid, RNA, ribonucleic acid, except hepatitis B virus, which has nucleic acid, is a deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. This can be asked as an MCQ in your examinations. All affect liver, and basic hepatitis symptoms are similar in all hepatitis virus infections. HIV, known as infectious viral hepatitis, HBV, or hepatitis B virus infection, known as or it causes serum hepatitis, hepatitis C, HCV, common cause of post-transfusion hepatitis, hepatitis D, which is a defective virus, needs hepatitis B virus for its replication, hepatitis E, which is responsible for causing non-A, non-B hepatitis, and it is transmitted enterically. Hepatitis G virus is not known to cause, so far it is not related with the human diseases. So, A and B are known as classical hepatitis viruses. C, E, G are also called as non-A, non-B hepatitis viruses. So here is a clinical classification. Let's see. E, infectious. Viral hepatitis, serum hepatitis caused by hepatitis B virus, D virus, non-A, non-B hepatitis virus is the C, E, and G, and infectious hepatitis virus is the A. C can be transmitted parenterally, E is enterically transmitted, A is infectious, D is serum hepatitis. Route of transmission of hepatitis A and E is fecal-oral and do not result in carrier state. Both infection results. Other such as HBV and HDV are transmitted by contaminated blood equipments, contaminated with blood, or through unsafe sexual contact. B is more common than C through unsafe sexual contacts transmission. Infection with other can lead to chronic carrier state, dramatic elevation of serum aminotransferase concentrations, alanine aminotransferase ALT, aspartate aminotransferase AST are characteristic of acute viral hepatitis. So this table gives the features about hepatitis viruses. Common name of HIV is infectious hepatitis, for HBV serum hepatitis, for HCV non-A non-B post-transfusion hepatitis, for HDV delta agent HEV non-A non-B enterically transmitted hepatitis. The family to which hepatitis A virus belongs is Picorna viridae family, enterovirus 72. HBV belongs to Hepadina viridae family. HCV belongs to Flaviviridae family. HDV, they are not classified. They are viroid-like. HEV, they are unclassified, calciviridae like. Genus to which HAV belongs, hepatoviruses. HBV belongs to orthohepatina viruses. HCV belongs to hepacivirus. HDV belongs to delta virus. HEV belongs to Hepi virus. Virion of HAV measures about 27 icosahedral. HBV measures about 42 nanometers spherical. HCV, hepatitis C virus, measures about 60 nanometers spherical. HDV measures about 35 nanometers spherical. HEV measures about 30 to 32 nanometer icosahedral. HAV is non-enveloped. HBV has surface antigen, HBsAg. HCV, yes, it is an enveloped virus. HDV also has surface antigen from HBV, and HEV doesn't have any surface antigen. So these are they can HIV transmitted through fecal route, HBV transmitted through blood, sexual vertical transmission, HCV also blood, sexual vertical transmission can be seen, HEV also. HDV also transmitted through blood, sexual contact, and vertical transmission is seen in them. In incubation period of HBV is 30 to 180 days, HCV 15 to 160 days, HDV 30 to 180 days, average 60 to 90 days. HBV can cause fulminant disease in 0.1 to 1% of cases, HCV in 0.1% of cases, HDV in 5 to 20% of cases. Carrier state is seen in HBV in about 0.1 to 30% of cases, in HCV about 1.5 to 3.2% of cases. HDV is variable about its carrier state. HBV is oncogenic in neonates. It is seen to be cause oncogenesis. HCV, yes, it is also responsible for causing oncogenesis. HBV is responsible for cause cirrhosis, autoimmune disorders like AGN, arthritis, pain. HCV causes cirrhosis, autoimmune disorders like AGN, arthritis. HDV also causes cirrhosis fulminant hepatitis. Prognosis is worse with age in case of HBV, moderate in HCV. In case of HDV, in acute cases, prognosis is good. In chronic cases, prognosis is poor. Prophylaxis is available in HBV with hepatitis B, immunoglobulin, recombinant vaccines. HCV, there is no prophylaxis available. HBV, again HDV, HBV vaccination, no vaccine for HBV carriers. Therapy in case of hepatitis B viruses, pegylated interferon, lambudin, HCV, pegylated interferon plus rabivirin, HDV interferon. So these are about the features briefly of hepatitis viruses. So we'll start with hepatitis B virus. Most important and widespread type amongst all hepatitis viruses is the hepatitis B virus. Commonly cause acute self-limiting hepatitis, may be subclinical or symptomatic, but can also cause a range of hepatic complications including chronic hepatitis, fulminant hepatitis, cirrhosis of liver, and liver cancer. Only DNA virus amongst all the hepatitis viruses. It belongs to the family Hepadinaviridae, genus Orthohepedinavirus. Transmitted sexually, 100 times more infectious than HIV. Bloodborne, can be transmitted through unsterile, contaminated injections, drug abuse from an infected mother to the child, in healthcare workers not following universal safety precautions or standard safety precautions. It is vaccine preventable, previously known as serum hepatitis. Incubation period ranges from 3 months to 6 months, after which ecteric symptoms starts. Historical aspect about HBV: in 1965, Bloomberg find this particular antigen, which is known as Australia antigen, a protein antigen in the serum of a person from Australia has been identified. Structure of HBV, you can see there are three different forms exist by electron microscopic examination. These three different forms are spherical particle, tubular or filamentous particle, Dane particle, complete form. Morphology: spherical particle 22 nanometer, most abundant. Tubular or filamentous particle 200 nanometer. Both are surface subunits of HBV. Dane particle, or a complete form, first described by Dane in 1970, 42 nanometer, double walled spherical structure, two infectious form of HBV. Outer surface envelope HBs antigen, hepatitis B surface antigen. Inner 27 nanometer size nucleocapsid consists of core antigen, hepatitis C antigen, pre-core antigen, hepatitis E antigen, and partially double-stranded DNA. So start with hepatitis B antigen. Hepatitis B surface antigens or HBsAg, previously known as Australia antigen, as we have seen here in this diagram, you can see. They have been first identified in serum of an Australian Aboriginal person in 1965. Antigenically complex, contains two components: common group reactive antigen A epitope and two pairs of type-specific antigens D Y, D oblique Y, and W oblique R. Only one member of each pair being present at a time. For example, A D W AYR, like that. Thus, four subtypes of hepatitis surface antigen have been observed: ADW, AYW, ADR, AYR. Hepatitis B core antigen or HBC antigen. It forms intracellular core protein. It is not secreted and does not circulate in blood. It can be demonstrated in hepatocytes by immunofluorescence. Hepatitis B serotypes. HBV has four major serotypes: ADR, ADW, AYR, AYW. Immunity is not serotype specific as dominant one, that is A, which is present in all the serotypes ADR, ADW, AYR, AYW. But it is useful for epidemiological investigations, such as all the cases during epidemic would like to have a same subtype. They can exhibit distinct geographical distribution. ADW is predominant subtypes in Europe, Australia, and America. In India, ADR is prevalent subtype in South and East India. AYW is prevalent subtype in Western and Northern India. Genotypes: HBV has 8 genotype A to H that divided according to overall nucleotide sequence variation of genome. Genome A and D are prevalent in India. HBV genome consists particularly a partially circular double-stranded DNA of 3,200 base pair in length, has a minor strand of DNA which is also known as L or long strand because it is complete in length or full in length and identical in all HBV viruses. They also have a positive strand or short or S strand which is incomplete one and variable in length. Hepatitis B virus genome is compact and has four overlapping genes. First is S gene has three regions: S gene, pre-S1, pre-S2, which code for surface antigen, that is hepatitis surface antigen HBs AG. S region codes for major protein, that is S. Product of this S region combines with that of pre-S2 and they produce middle or M protein. Pre-S1 and pre-S2 combines with S to code for a large protein or L protein. L protein that present in virion. S and L proteins both are found in circulating hepatitis surface antigen particles also. C gene consists of pre-C and C region codes for two nucleocapsid proteins. Pre-C region codes for hepatitis surface antigen. C region codes for hepatitis core antigen. X gene code for hepatitis X antigen, which can activate transcription of cellular and viral genes, can contribute to carcinogenesis by binding to P53. Elevated levels of antibodies against this X antigen HBx can be seen in patients with severe chronic hepatitis as well as hepatocellular carcinoma. P gene, which is the largest one, codes for polymerase, that is P protein. P protein has three enzymatic activities: DNA polymerase activity, reverse transcriptase activity, and RNase H activity. Hepatitis B virus mutants. Three type of mutations can be seen in hepatitis B virus. These are as follows. Pre-core mutants have defect in pre-core region of C gene leads to inability to synthesize hepatitis E antigen, that is core antigen. Viral mutations commonly seen in nonsense mutation in pre-C gene, they can form premature stop codon. Geographical distribution of mutants: pre-core identified in Mediterranean country and Europe. Patients infected with pre-core mutants may diagnose late and they can have a severe chronic hepatitis rapidly leads to cirrhosis. Viral markers: these pre-core mutants they lack HBe antigen viral marker while other are present. Next mutants are escape mutants. These mutations are seen in S gene, can lead to alteration of surface antigen, mutation in alpha dominant region. This can be seen in following three situations: infant born to HBE positive mothers, liver transplant recipient, and they can also seen in small proportion of in the recipients of active and passive immunization. These mutants can create problems in vaccination of hepatitis B virus as well as they can also create problems in diagnosis of hepatitis B infection. YMDD mutations, hepatitis B infected patients which are on lamivudine therapy may develop resistance to drug due to mutation in YMDD locus present in hepatitis B virus, reverse transcriptase region of polymerase chain. Now we'll see replication of this hepatitis B virus. The replication is somewhat different from other DNA viruses. And this, the pre-S region of hepatitis surface antigen, it goes and attaches to the host cell and get interest inside the host cell. Penetration occurs, then occurs uncoating, and then occurs release of the viral DNA and polymerase. Inside the host cell nucleus, this partially double-stranded DNA of hepatitis B virus that gets converted into covalently closed circular double-stranded DNA, and this is mediated by the host enzymes. This covalently closed circular double-stranded DNA serves as a template for production of hepatitis B virus mRNAs and pre-genomic RNA by undergoing transcription. Hepatitis B virus mRNAs translate to form various components of viral proteins, core protein, hepatitis C antigen. Pre-genomic RNA comes to cytoplasm and gets encapsulated by newly synthesized hepatitis C antigen. Core protein containing these double-stranded DNA but from pre-Golgi membranes acquiring envelope hepatitis surface antigen. These either exist these either exit the cell or it enter into intracellular infection cycle. So here it is diagrammatic representation of replication of hepatitis B virus, where we can see first step is attachment. With the help of that pre-S region, hepatitis surface antigen attaches to the host cell. Then it goes inside, penetration occurs, uncoating occurs, then there's host enzyme, they transcribe into pre-genomic RNA and mRNAs. These are undergo encapsulation, translation, they form capsid pregenomic RNA. Then this pregenomic RNA is synthesizing negative strand DNA. Then they acquire envelope in pre-Golgi region. Then there is synthesis of positive sense DNA strand. Then there is formation of assembly and exit of the virion through the infected cell. Now we'll see about the modes of transmission of HBV. So there are three important modes of transmission of HBV: sexual, parental, and perinatal. Concentration of HBV in various body fluids ranging from high, moderate, and low or not detectable levels can be seen in blood, serum, wound. They are in high concentration. Moderate concentration can be seen in semen, vaginal fluid, and saliva, while low or not detectable concentrations of HBV can be in urine, feces, sweat, tears, breast milk. Risk factors associated with transmission of HBV: IV drug abuse, HBV transmission is 4 times more common than HIV. Transfusion or transplant from infected donor. Occupational exposure to blood, mostly needle stick injuries. Iatrogenic transmission, illness caused by medical examination or treatment, can be seen in patients on dialysis, can be seen when use of unsafe injection practices that includes reuse of needles, syringes, contaminated multiple dose medication vials, dental procedures, transmission from carrier mother to the fetus or child by contact of maternal blood with the skin and mucosa of the fetus during birth, very high if the mother is hepatitis E antigen positive, ranging from 60 to 90%, low 5 to 15 if mother is HBe antigen negative. High risk sexual behavior if multiple sexual partners are there, unsafe sexual practices are there, in homosexuals, those diagnosed with sexually transmitted diseases like HIV, gonorrhea, or other sexually transmitted diseases. Household transmission of hepatitis B virus, it is rare but not absent, could occur through percutaneous mucosal exposure to blood, theoretically through sharing of contaminated personal articles such as razors, toothbrushes, contaminated equipments used for home therapies, IV therapy, injections. Clinical manifestations of HBV incubation period ranges from 30 to 180 days. Onset is slow and injurious. Patients may present with subclinical infection, either acute or chronic hepatitis. Clinically, HBV infection is indistinguishable from other hepatitis viruses. It can be characterized by pre-icteric phase, anicteric phase, or jaundice. Pre-icteric phase, predominant gastrointestinal symptoms such as nausea and vomiting. Icteric phase, in jaundice, clinical outcome is development of carrier state or complete recovery. Hepatic complications are seen in very few cases, which may proceed to complications such as fulminant hepatitis or cirrhosis or hepatocellular carcinoma. Extrahepatic complications can be seen during prodromal phase, where patient can suffer with serum sickness like syndrome, which are characterized by arthritis, rash, angioedema, rarely hematuria, and proteinuria that may develop in patients about 5 to 10% of cases. With this, there can be a immune complex deposition. Pathogenesis and immunity. It can cause acute or chronic symptomatic and asymptomatic disease. Major source of infection is infectious blood. HPV can be found in semen, saliva, milk, vaginal and menstrual secretions, and amniotic fluids. Efficient way to acquire infection: injection of virus into bloodstream. Common but less efficient way: sexual contact and birth. Virus starts multiplying in 3 days, but symptoms appears after 45 days or more, depending on the route of infection, dose, etc. Virus replicates in hepatocytes with minimal Virus replicates in hepatocytes with minimal cytopathic effects. Infection proceed for latency without liver damage, that is elevation of liver enzyme levels or symptoms. Copies of HBV genome get integrated into hepatocytes and remain latent. Intracellular building of filamentous form of HBsAg can be can lead to ground glass hepatocyte, that is a characteristic cytopathological feature which can be seen in hepatitis B virus infection. Cell-mediated immunity and inflammations are responsible for symptoms and eliminating the infected hepatocytes. Also, it affects the hepatitis B virus infection. Insufficient T cell response leads to mild symptoms. Inability to resolve infection can lead to permanent can lead to development of chronic hepatitis. Antibodies, because of vaccination, can protect against initial infection by preventing delivery of virus to liver. In latent infection, large number of surface antigen binds and blocks action of neutralizing antibodies. Immune complexes of surface antigen and anti-surface antigen antibody leads to hypersensitivity reaction, which is type 3 immune complex mediated and can cause vasculitis, that is inflammation of blood vessels, arthralgia, pain in joint, rash, any red eruption of the skin, renal damage, damage to the kidney. Infants and in young children, cell-mediated immunity is immature. So there is less able to resolve the infection. Acute phase can be seen with degenerative changes, cellular swelling and necrosis in hepatocytes. Resolution of infection can be seen with parenchymal regeneration, fulminant infections, activation of chronic infection or co-infection with delta agent can lead to permanent liver damage. Epidemiology. Prevalence of hepatitis carriers varies in different countries. High endemicity carrier rate about more than 8% seen in Southeast Asia, China, parts of South America. Intermediate 2 to 7% seen in Middle East Asia, India, South Asia. Low endemicity less than 2% as in Western Europe, North America and Australia. Now, laboratory diagnosis of hepatitis B virus. Serology is the specific diagnosis. Demonstration of serological markers are specific. Hepatitis B virus DNA levels can be detected. They can be indicator of viral replication and great infectivity. They can be measured by polymerase chain reaction (PCR). They can be measured by DNA hybridization methods. We can also see histopathological slides showing ground glass appearance of infected hepatocytes due to surface antigen of hepatitis B virus. Interpretation of serological markers. By here we can see there is list of viral markers and antibody against them and the interpretation of presence of both. If surface antigen is present, HBE is present, and core antibody, that is IgM, it is present, then it can be interpreted as acute infection and highly infectious patient. If surface antigen is present, HBE antigen is present, and anti-core antibody, that is IgG, is present, then it is a late or chronic infection. Patient may be a carrier, and patient is a carrier and highly infectious. If surface antigen is present, HBE is absent, and antibody against core antigen, that is IgG, is present, and antibody against HBE is either present or absent, then also it can be interpreted as patient is in chronic stage of infection, or patient is a carrier, or as well as the infectivity is low. If HBE is present or absent, anti-C antibodies, that is IgM, are present, and anti-E antibodies are either present or absent. The patient is infectious. This type of uh, correlation seen rarely, and it can be also called as a window case. Only IgG is present against C antigen. Anti, Antibody against surface antigen are present or absent. Antibody against E antigen are present and absent. Then it is remote type of infection, or it can also called as nil or low infectivity. And only antibody against surface antigen are present, then it is due to vaccination. So this chart gives us details about the presence of hepatitis viral markers, as well as if the presence of anti-hepatitis viral marker antibody and interpretation of the stage of the patient. So to reduce and eliminate the risk of acquiring HBV infection, what can be done? Screening and testing of donors of blood organs and tissues. Virus inactivation through plasma-derived products. Virus inactivation of plasma-derived products. Sorry. Risk reduction, counseling and services. Obtain history of high-risk drug and sex behaviors. Provide information on minimizing risk behavior, including referral to other services. Vaccinate against hepatitis A and or hepatitis B. Infection control practices, blood and body fluid precautions. Passive immunization, hyperimmune hepatitis B immunoglobulin, HBIG, given soon after exposure to infection within 48 hours. 300 to 500 international units can be given intramuscularly, second dose after 4 weeks. Prepare from human volunteers with high titers of anti-hepatitis surface antibodies, also given to protect patient from severe recurrent hepatitis B virus infection following liver transplantation, protect against illness and development of carrier state, may not prevent infection. Active immunization, hepatitis B vaccine, plasma-derived vaccine, first vaccine licensed for use since 1982, prepared from pooled plasma of healthy humans, carriers with high level of antigenemia. 22 nanometer surface antigen particles used. They are ultracentrifuged and inactivated by formaldehyde. Vaccine is immunogenic and still used in developing countries. Disadvantage, limited availability, not totally free from possible risk of unknown pathogens. Recombinant vaccine, currently in use, genetically engineered by cloning S gene of hepatitis B virus in precursors, given with alamatuate route and site of inoculation, administration, intramuscular into deltoid or in infants into the anterior lateral aspect of thigh. 3 doses, 0, 1 and 6 months. Booster only for those who are at high risk. Seroconversion occurs in 90% of vaccinees, local swelling and reddening in 20% of cases with slight fever after vaccination, safe and free from side effects. New vaccine, recombinant Chinese hamster ovary cell, CHO cells, hepatitis B vaccine, CHO cells used for preparing vaccine, first vaccine using mammalian cell expression system available commercially. Synthetic peptide vaccine, chemically synthesized peptide vaccine, these are still under experimental stages. Post-exposure prophylaxis, PEP, for non-immune person exposed to HBV, precutaneous or mucosal exposure to HBs AG, that is surface antigen positive blood. Second, if sexual exposure to surface antigen positive patient. Third, perinatal exposure to an infant sorry, for perinatal exposure of an infant to surface antigen positive mother. Post-exposure prophylaxis include HBIG plus full course of Hep B vaccination. So baby shots for hepatitis B. If mother is hepatitis B virus infection, hepatitis B vaccine plus hyper hepatitis B immunoglobulin, 1 to 2 months old hepatitis B vaccine, 6 month old hepatitis B vaccine. Hepatitis B can be prevented if you never had hepatitis B, you can get 3 shots. One at a 0 after 1 month, second after 6 months, third, and get a long lasting protection. Treatment, supportive care, therapy, interferon alpha 2b, which mimics cells' natural defense mechanism, adavir, adavovir, DPvoxin inhibits hepatitis B virus DNA polymerase. Also, it prevents chronic hepatitis. Amlodipine inhibits reverse transcriptase. So next virus is D or Delta virus. Alpha antigen. It has alpha antigen. It has nucleic acid RNA and surface antigen derived from hepatitis B, that is HBsAg. Identified in 1977, spherical 36 nanometer, outer coat made up of surface antigen, Defective RNA virus, which depends on HBV for its replication and expression, can survive and replicate only as long as HBV infection persists in the host. Delta virus is unique, requires hepatitis B virus help for active replication. It is viroid-like, having invalid circular RNA is present, occurs only in patients who have active infection with hepatitis B virus, and hepatitis B virus provides envelope RNA and antigen to hepatitis B virus or delta agent. Delta agent enhances symptoms caused by hepatitis B virus. So clinical features: two type of infection occurs: co-infection with HBV and superinfection on top of chronic HBV infection. Co-infection with HBV, in which HBV and HDV are transmitted together, can cause severe acute disease, low risk of chronic infection. In case of superinfection, on top of chronic HBV infection, it usually develop into chronic HDV infection, and it has a high risk of reverse chronic, severe chronic liver disease. Laboratory diagnosis for delta agent: viral antigen can be detected in liver cell nuclei by immunofluorescence. Detection of antibodies through ELISA. IgM antibody appears after 2 to 3 weeks of infection. Then appears the IgG. IgG persists for years and within detected can show a chronic infection. RNA sequencing and PCR, these are also available. Hepatitis D virus modes of transmission: precutaneous exposure in drug abuser, premucosal exposure, sexual contact. Hepatitis D prevention: HBV, HDV co-infection can be prevented. Pre or post-exposure prophylaxis to prevent HBV infection, HBIG, or hepatitis B vaccination. HBV, HDV superinfection can be prevented by education to reduce the risk behavior among persons with chronic HBV infection. Next virus is hepatitis C virus, HCV. HCV is the common cause of post-transfusion hepatitis in developing countries. It was discovered in 1989 and the first labeled as non-A non-B hepatitis virus. So this is the structure of hepatitis C virus having glycoprotein envelope glycoproteins. It has a core, viral RNA, measures about 60 nanometer approximately, having envelope. So, hepatitis C virus classified under family Flaviviridae, genus Hepacivirus. It's spherical, 60 nanometer, enveloped one. Nucleic acid is a positive sense single stranded RNA. Proteins present. They have three structural proteins: nucleocapsid core protein and two envelope glycoprotein E1 and E2. Six non-structural NS proteins: NS1 membrane protein, P7 which functions as an ion channel, NS2, NS3, NS4A, NS4B, NS5A, and NS5P. Mode of transmission follows parenteral, vertical transmission, sexual transmission, parenteral. Most common, transmitted through exposure to infectious blood, recipients of contaminated blood transfusion, blood products, organ transplantation, contaminated needles and sharp pricks in IV drug abusers. Vertical transmission seen in infected mothers from infected mother to fetus, that is 6%, less than HBV, which is 20%. Sexual transmission is rare. HCV does not spread through breast milk, food, or casual contact, including hugging or kissing. Clinical manifestation: incubation period ranges from 15 to 160 days. Acute hepatitis can be seen in 20% of cases. Develop acute hepatitis characterized by similar symptoms which can be seen in other hepatitis virus infections described earlier. Chronic hepatitis can be seen in 75 to 80% which directly developed chronic disease. Extrahepatic manifestations due to deposition of circulating immune complexes, composed of HCV antigen and their antibodies in extrahepatic sites. Various manifestations can set up, such as mixed cryoglobulinemia, glomerulonephritis, arthritis, and joint pain. HCV is present worldwide. Infection occurs worldwide. 3 to 4 million people are infected every year. About 3.5 lakh deaths per year. Laboratory diagnosis: serum antibody can be detected. Anti-HCV antibodies appear within 8 to 9 weeks after exposure, detectable in more than 95% of chronic cases, 50 to 70% in acute cases, and remaining cases antibodies detectable in 3 to 6 weeks. Third generation ELISAs, which are available currently and most widely used, antigen used are core antigen, NS3, NS4, NS5 regions to detect anti-HCV antibodies. Acute diagnosis: detection of anti-HCV, C33C, C22-3, NS5. Chronic diagnosis: detection of antibody against anti-HCV, C103, C33C, C22-3, NS5. Molecular diagnosis: HCV RNA detection, more sensitive and gold standard method, can be detected even before rise of liver enzyme. HCV antibodies, HCV RNA detection methods available are as follows: branch chain DNA assay, less sensitive with detection limit of 10 raised to 3 international unit per ml. Reverse transcriptase PCR, more sensitive, detection limit of 10 to 10 raised to 2 international unit per microliter. TMA, real-time PCR, most sensitive test amongst all and can be used for quantification. However, viral load is not a reliable marker for disease severity or prognosis, but can be helpful for predicting response to therapy. Treatment of HCV: recommended treatment is combined therapy with pegylated interferon plus ribavirin. Treatment should start within 2 to 3 months after onset of the disease and should continue for 20 weeks. 24 weeks. Regime gives sustained response rate up to 50% patient with chronic hepatitis C infection. Prevention: no effective vaccine available against HCV. General prophylactic measures are essentially same as in hepatitis B virus. Next virus is hepatitis G virus, discovered in 1995. It is related to HCV, belongs to family Flaviviridae, genus Pegivirus. Transmission through contaminated blood and blood products or via sexual contact. HGV is wrongly labeled as it does not cause hepatitis, or it is not heterotopic and does not cause hepatitis. Instead, it replicates in bone marrow and spleen. However, it is not associated with any known disease so far. So here we are finished with hepatitis B, C, D, and G viruses. I hope you have understood the class. If you have any doubts, you can ask your doubts through any contact mode. Here I have listed few long questions like: write in detail about pathogenesis of laboratory diagnosis of HBV infection. Write in detail about the viral markers of HBV. Write in detail about the transmission and clinical manifestation of HCV. Write in detail about the laboratory diagnosis of HCV infection. So these are the expected questions. May be asked, may not be asked. But you should be ready with that. Short questions expected on these topic are: write a short note or in detail about pathogenesis of HBV. Write a short note on laboratory diagnosis of HBV. Write a short note on HBV vaccination. Write a short note on viral markers of HBV. Write a short note on clinical manifestation of HCV. Write a short note on laboratory diagnosis of HCV infection. So, students, thank you so much for your patient listening. I hope you all will understand. Stay home, stay safe.